Here we have the Hydra sequencer. Before I get into how to use it, I'd like to take a few minutes and discuss the controls on the front panel. First, let's discuss power options. Notice on the right-hand side of the case is the main power switch. When this switch is off, no power is allowed to any part of the Hydra sequencer. Also notice there is a battery selector switch. The battery select switch has two positions, internal batteries and external batteries. When it's pointed forward, it will be taking power from the internal 9-volt batteries. If you wish to use an external battery box, you can plug it into the banana jacks you see here. Then turn the battery selector switch down. Because I don't have an external battery box connected, I'm going to use the internal batteries. Also notice the large key switch up here. This switch is the arm switch. When it is in the vertical position and you can remove the key, the system is disarmed. To arm the system, you turn the key 90 degrees. Also notice that you have 18 cues available in 3 banks of 6. I currently have LEDs installed in the cue terminals in order to mimic the presence of an E-match. Also notice the DB25 connector. This DB25 connector is configured for Cobra slats. Down at the bottom we have an output and an input terminal. The input is designed to be connected to an existing firing system, while the output can be connected to another sequencer to further expand your system. I also have a blue LED installed in the output so we can see its behavior. Finally, we have some controls for programming. This includes the bank selector switch, the program switch, and the range switch. Also notice the rotary switch. Let's first talk about the basic stepper mode. The first thing I'm going to do is turn on the power after making sure that the system is disarmed. Remember, when you're dealing with an electronic firing system, stepper, or sequencer, you should always make sure that your shoot site is clear of all people. You should also make sure that no part of your body is in the line of fire of any device. Pay special attention to angled racks and fanned cakes. Let's go ahead and turn it on. Notice that the sequence LED, the power LED, and the arm LED may flicker when you first turn it on. This is normal, it's performing some internal communication. Be patient and give it a few moments to boot up. Notice that we're currently in sequence mode and the sequence LED is illuminated. To fire in stepper mode, the mode select switch must be in the step position. I am now in stepper mode. Because the system is disarmed, it is performing a continuity check. Notice that all 3 banks are turned on and the continuity LEDs are illuminated. You can see the green continuity LEDs if I tilt the unit up. Now let's go ahead and arm the system. I'm going to turn the key switch 90 degrees. The continuity LEDs have been extinguished and the arm LED is now illuminated. The first bank is on and waiting for an input pulse. So I have 2 9-volt batteries wired up and a simple push button switch to mimic the input from a firing system. So let's see what happens when we give it one input pulse. Notice that it fires the first cue. When I press it again, it fires the second cue, the third, the fourth, and so on. Now we can step through all of these cues until we get to the last one. Additional input pulses are directed towards the output. This allows you to daisy chain sequences together to further expand your system. So that's the basic stepper mode. In our next video, we'll talk about how to program it in the field, and then finally we'll have a video on the advanced programming method. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to contact us. Thanks.